Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're sick and tired of financial advice that just makes you feel guilty for actually enjoying your life, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're unpacking a really revolutionary framework from Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich. We're going to show you how to stop stressing over every single penny, how to put your money completely on autopilot, and most importantly, how to design a life you actually love.
So, let me ask you a question that might catch you slightly off guard. Would you rather be sexy or rich? Just think about that for a second. When it comes to money, a lot of us want to be the sexy investor, right? We want to talk about that hot new crypto coin we just bought, or some stock we're day trading, or we want to flash a lifestyle that looks incredibly wealthy online. But here is the brutal truth that this framework exposes. The pursuit of looking financially sexy is usually exactly the thing that keeps people broke. True wealth building? It's actually kind of boring.
And right off the bat, let's clear the air here. This is absolutely not a latte-shaming manifesto. We've all heard that traditional guilt-heavy personal finance advice. You know, the experts who tell you that if you just stop buying a $3 coffee every morning, you'll somehow magically afford a $1 million mansion in 30 years. It's incredibly frustrating, it's restrictive, and frankly, the math barely even adds up. We are going to completely dismantle that obsession with cutting out small daily joys. Seriously, buy the latte. Think about it like this. On one hand, you've got a guy exhausting himself on a little scooter in a huge cloud of smoke, trying so hard to look fast. That's the performative, sexy side of money. Then you have the guy comfortably cruising along in a reliable car. It's not an action movie, sure, but it gets him to his destination safely and securely. That is the reality of long-term automated wealth building. Section 1. Rewriting your money scripts to overcome mental barriers. Look, before we even touch a spreadsheet or open a single bank account, we gotta look in the mirror. The very first hurdle we have to clear is entirely psychological, and it revolves around invisible scripts. These are the subconscious messages we've absorbed since childhood, from our parents, the news, society in general. They silently dictate our financial decisions for decades, and they often feel this victim culture that gives us a really convenient excuse to just avoid taking responsibility for our own money. Do any of these sound vaguely familiar? Student loans are a scam. Credit cards just want to trap you. I honestly don't even know how much I owe right now. Or the absolute most paralyzing one of all, I'm just trying to do my best. These are classic invisible scripts. We use these phrases to rationalize being in a bad financial spot instead of actually taking action. Because let's face it, it's way easier to blame the system or just surrender to the confusion than it is to log into your accounts and face the actual numbers. But until you rewrite these scripts, you are going to stay stuck.
So, here is the absolutely crucial takeaway. Behavior is far greater than information. You do not need to be a financial genius to get rich. You don't need to read 20 dense books on the tax code. Knowing the absolute 100% perfect answer is way less important than just taking small, consistent actions. People love to sit around and debate the tiny details of interest rates while their money literally rots in a 0% checking account. Taking action, pretty much any positive action, beats having perfect information every single time. Moving on to Section 2, the conscious spending plan. This is a values-first approach. We are officially moving away from restrictive, painful budgeting. Restrictive budgeting is playing defense. It's looking backward and constantly feeling guilty. Conscious spending, on the other hand, is playing offense. The rule is simple. Spend extravagantly on the things you love and ruthlessly cut costs on the things you don't. If you absolutely love designer shoes, buy them. But, you might have to pack your lunch every day to fund them. It's all about making really intentional trade-offs. Let me share a specific story from the source material that literally blows people's minds. Sethi has a friend named John who spends $21,000 a year just going out to bars, clubs, and restaurants. 21 grand, and he does it completely guilt-free. How? Well, John doesn't care at all about having a nice apartment, so he lives in a super cheap place. He doesn't care about driving a fancy car. He aggressively cut his non-essentials, and his savings are already accounted for. So that $21,000, that's his guilt-free fun money bucket, and it is purposefully designed. All right, Section 3, automate your wealth to completely remove willpower from the equation. To make conscious spending actually work in the real world, we need an automated pipeline. It's a simple flow. Step 1, your paycheck lands. Step 2, your fixed costs, like rent and utilities, are paid automatically via autopay. Step 3, specific, preset amounts are routed directly into your investments. What is left over is your guilt-free spending money. You don't have to actively choose to save every month or wrestle with the temptation to spend your rent money on a night out. It all happens entirely in the background, exactly like a software update on your phone. To put this into perspective, look at how automating early is literally a life-changing move. Take Smart Sally. She starts investing at age 35, puts in just $200 a month for 10 years, and then completely stops. Done. Dumb Dan waits until he's 45, invests that exact same $200 a month, but he has to do it for 20 years. At age 65, Sally has over $180,000, while Dan has less than $120,000. She beats him by over $60,000 just by leveraging the magic of early compound interest. Section 4. The 85% rule to finally overcome analysis paralysis. So, what actually stops people from becoming Smart Sally? Well, it's analysis paralysis. We are terrified of making a suboptimal choice. But getting your finances 85% right and then just moving on with your life is infinitely better than doing nothing while sitting around waiting for perfection. Just open the Good Enough account. Set up a transfer for, I don't know, even just $50 a month. Please don't let the pursuit of total perfection rob you of the staggering benefits of just starting today. And finally, Section 5, your rich life takeaways to define your ultimate goal. We've talked a lot about scripts and automation and spending plans, but ultimately, money is just a means. It is not the end. The destination isn't some massive high score in a spreadsheet. It's a lifestyle that is tailored entirely to your personal values. If we're just stockpiling cash without a clear vision, we've kind of missed the point entirely. Money is simply the tool we use to carve out our own freedom, generosity, and choice in life. Let's do a really quick recap of the core concepts we've covered today, just to reinforce the steps you can take right now. Remember, your behavior and your willingness to act matter way more than having perfect information. Throw out that restrictive budget and adopt a conscious spending plan. Spend heavily on what you love, cut the rest without mercy. Protect yourself from your own willpower by completely automating your finances. And finally, use the 85% solution to beat that paralysis. Just get started. I really want to leave you with this final, absolutely vital question to think about. What does your rich life actually look like? Not your neighbor's life, not some influencer's life you saw online, yours. Is it picking up your kids from school every day at 3 p.m.? Is it flying business class to Tokyo once a year? Is it tipping 100% at your favorite local diner? Figure out what that looks like for you. Write it down and start building those automated systems today that will make it a reality. You have the tools now. Go build it.